All right, quick review about functions. Domain. Domain are all the input values or the x values, which are also the independent variables. Range are all the output values or the y values or the dependent variables. Relations. Relations is a pairing of inputs with outputs. Now, that can be anything from one point to a collection of points. Generally, it's in the form x, y, pairing inputs with outputs. Functions. Now, a function is a relation such that each input has exactly one output. And we'll see an example of what are functions and what are not functions. We'll do them here both with a table and graphically. And the other part that goes along with functions is the vertical line test. A graph is a function, or excuse me, a graph is not a function if any vertical line passes through more than one point on the graph. So let's take a look at this first table here. Each input, remember, x is the input, y is the output. Each input has one output. Each one of these inputs is different. And each one of these inputs has only one thing that comes out. So, because each input is different and it has an output, this is a function. Now remember, even though there's a repeat output, that doesn't matter. Each input has one output. Even if these were all threes for the output, this would still be a function. So this is a function. Right? Now, to prove this, along with the vertical line test, I'm going to plot these points. So we got the point 3, 4, negative 2, 5, 1, 3, 6, negative 2, and 5, 3. If I was to draw a vertical line anywhere along this relation, I never go through more than one point at a time. All right? So because this passes the vertical line test, this is a function. Oops. This is a function. That's a no. All right, that brings us to this next one. Now, this is similar to a table. It's just a different way of representing the information in a table. This is saying that if you input a 2, an 8 comes out. If you input a 3, either a 9 or a 6 comes out. If you put in a 4, a 7 comes out. You put in a 6, the output is negative 2. Now, does each input have one output? No. The one that is messing this up is this 3. This one input has two different outputs. Thus, this is not a function. All right. Now, again, let's look at this visually. If I plotted these points, I got the point 2, 8, right? Because when you put in x is 2 and 8 comes out. We got the point 3, 9. And we got the point 3, 6. We got the point 4, 7. And we've got the point 6, negative 2. Oops, right here. So, does this graph here pass the vertical line test? Well, right here it goes through one point. Right here it goes through one point. However, when x is 3, going through this vertical line, we go through 2 of these points. Because we go through more than one point, this fails the vertical line test. So this is not a function. Oops. And that's what's up with functions.